Hello, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be doing the Picture This tag. So if you are unfamiliar with Picture This, it is a brand new readathon that has been launched, created, cultivated by the wonderful Shelly at Shelly Swearingen and Jaques at Spread Book Joy, both of whom I absolutely adore and watch pretty much every single video that they produce. And they have come up with an original tag and were kind enough to tag me in it. So I am sitting down today to go through the prompts with you, and let's just do it, shall we? So the first prompt is Love You Forever by Robert Much. Name a book you will love forever. And that book is this little beauty. So this is my beautiful edition of The Hobbit. I don't know if you can see that. It is The Hobbit, I promise. That's old Smorg on the front. And yeah, this book was just a book that was read to me in my childhood by my dad. I have since reread it, and it was really what cultivated my love of fantasy. It's a classic. Who doesn't love The Hobbit? If you don't love The Hobbit, we're gonna have issues. Prompt number 2. Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, Very Bad, No Good Day by Judith Viorst. Which books or comforting things do you turn to when you are having a bad day? So reading in general is quite comforting to me when I'm having a bad day, but the other thing which I quite enjoy is a cuddle with my dog, Rudy, and he's currently just snoozing with my trainer on the bed. Yeah, it's a hard life for a dog. Prompt number 3, The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. Which book, series, character sparked your hunger for reading? So I think there's probably 2 answers to this. The first one is The Chronicles of Narnia, which I absolutely adored, with the exception of The Horse and His Boy, which I thought was pants. But the rest of them I really loved. And have reread them. And the other series is the Redwall series by Brian Jaques. I literally reread Redwall, say that 5 times fast, with Jaques herself, the creator of this tag, earlier this year. And yeah, great set of books, and I devoured them. And they're pretty chunky books. They're like 400-page middle grade novels, and I loved them. Ate them up. Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. What is the most unusual book you've ever read? So I would say I haven't read that many books that are unusual in format, but with regard to content, the most disturbingly bizarre book I have ever read is The Wasp Factory by Iain Banks. Yeah. If you know, you know. What happened in that book? Yeah. Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. What is your favourite book featuring the natural world? And for this, I'm going to go for The Clan of the Cave Bear by Jean M. Auel. This is historical fiction set sort of in the time of the mammoths and cavemen and all that malarkey, and we follow a young girl, Ayla, who's sort of taken in by a clan of cavemen, and yeah, and it's set obviously in nature, and there's beautiful nature writing in it. Absolutely loved it, adored that book to pieces. Must pick up the second one. Prompt number 6, Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown. Do you read at bedtime? Do you read to someone else at bedtime? And did anyone ever read to you at bedtime? Tick, tick, and tick. So If you're new here, I have 2 boys. Sam is 9. We are currently reading Wundersmith at bedtime. Charlie is 2. Tonight we read... It was literally like 10 minutes ago. What did we read? Oh, a book from the library, The Smelly Bear? Something like that. And Each Peach Pear Plum. We have to have Each Peach Pear Plum every single night. When he gets into bed, he lies down and he has Each Peach Pear Plum. I no longer get the book out anymore because I know all of the words by heart. But yeah, so I read to both of them. I always read at night to get me to sleep. And my dad used to read to me and my brother when we were kidlets, as discussed with The Hobbit. He did also read us, I don't think he got through all of it, but he started reading us Lord of the Rings as well, which is quite the undertaking as a bedtime story. But yeah, loved it. Love reading at bedtime. Marvellous. Number 7, Guess How Much I Love You by Sam McBratney. Who had the biggest influence on you as a reader? So different people have influenced me at different times in my life. The first influence in my life was my dad, going back to reading us The Hobbit et al. When we were kids. More latterly, me and my mum talk about books all the time. We're both quite into it these days. And all you lovely people on booktube who comment and interact, you all influence my reading quite significantly. And yeah, so lots of people have influenced, but the earliest one was probably my dad. Question 8, The Giving Tree by Shelly Swearingen. Which book or set of books would you give to an emerging reader, or which book have you given as a gift more than once? So I don't tend to gift the same book more than once. One of my favourite things to do is choose a book suited to the person. So all my nieces, goddaughters, kids get a book like for their birthday and Christmas every year, regardless of whether they want one, because I'm going to find that book. I'm going to find that one that like really suits them. It's like my mission in life. So literally this weekend, today is Sunday as I'm filming, and yesterday I went to the bookshop and I bought 2 gifts. One was for my niece, and I bought her When Life Hands You Mangoes, I think it was called. I have seen it around and it had quite good reviews, and she's struggling a little bit with her identity at the moment, and the girl on the cover looks exactly like her, and you should have seen her little face light up when I gifted her that book. It was just like, that's what I wanted. So I bought that one for a gift, and then the other one, which is actually wrapped up there for next week, is for my goddaughter who's 9, and she's a massive Harry Potter fan. She's read like all of the books like loads of times, which is quite a feat for a 9-year-old. And I bought her Inkheart by Cornelia Funke. Again, heard nothing but good things, and they're quite chunky fantasy books. I haven't read them myself, but I've heard very good things. So hopefully that one will also be a hit. But yeah, I like to mix it up and find the right book for the right reader, or at least try to. And then finally, tag some peoples. So I am going to tag the lovely Gem at Bookish Gems, Ellie at Bibbidi Bobbidi Books, Kristen at Enter the Book, Lindy at Lindy Magpie Reads, and Danny at Danny's Book World. So yeah, I'm tagging quite a few people because I think everybody should do this tag, because it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing to celebrate picture books and children. And yeah, so if you haven't seen the original tags, they will also be linked below. I will link my Picture This TBR right here, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon with another one. Cheers, guys.